A lawyer for bankrupt Spirit Airlines says the rising cost of fuel, quote, engulfed the airline, drained its liquidity, and derailed its restructuring efforts. Those once iconic yellow planes are grounded. Thousands of employees are out of work, and now the sell-off begins. There's a sense of urgency to expedite the liquidation process because lawyers say it would benefit creditors and customers looking for refunds. They say a delay would cause chaos and confusion. Joining me now to talk more about the process is Bob Allen. He's managing partner of Nomadic Aviation Group, which handles private flight operations for the aircraft leasing industry. So good to have you, Bob. Walk us through the liquidation process and how you're involved.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. It's nice to be here. And when we say transactional flight operations, that's like a ferry flight company. So we get involved when the airlines shut down. The aircraft leasing companies contact us, and we basically are a private airline for the aircraft leasing industry. So the airline shuts down, they leave airplanes stranded all over the country, and then my company comes in and we get pilots, get them all over the airports of where these airplanes are. We start working with the airports, the airport authorities, at the same time with the leasing company attorneys to gain access, and then with the FAA, get authorization to fly the airplanes. And so we want to get those airplanes out of those airports as soon as possible.
And so if the planes are eventually auctioned off, would they be discounted? Could other airlines benefit and potentially pass that on to consumers?
Uh, it a lot depends on what the aircraft market is at the time. And that's a little bit hard to say right now. There's actually been a shortage of aircraft in the last few years, just because of some other factors, mostly with delays out of Boeing and some engine problems on some of the Airbuses. Um, so there's going to be a lot of airplanes, but there's a market that needs airplanes, or at least did, prior to about 6 weeks ago, before oil prices started going up, which caused this whole mess in the first place. So it's a matter of seeing if airlines around the world are going to be cutting back or if they're going to still be expanding with these oil prices.
I mean, there's obviously a human impact on all of this. How are you trying to alleviate that side as well?
Yeah, I've been through several airline failures myself over the last 40 some odd years of my own career, and it's a huge impact on the people at the airlines. Like the pilots, everybody that works at Spirit has a lot of pride in where they work. They're attached to this place, and when something like this happens, it feels like it's a death in the family, and it's very difficult on people. We're actually using all Spirit pilots that were immediately out of work on come Saturday. We started putting them on the airplanes and having them fly for us.
Mm.
It helps a lot, not only putting some money in their pocket, but when you have this situation, some people need the closure. They need to feel that closure of, okay, I'm on this last flight. I'm putting this airplane away, and then I'm gonna, continue on into some other part of this career.
Well, Bob Allen, thank you for peeling back the curtain for us and sharing with us this aspect of what's going on. We appreciate your time.
Sure. If I could say one other thing,
Sure.
just to help some of the Spirit employees, I've got an AI based networking app called Kitty Hawk. And if they go on Kitty Hawk, kittyhawk.global, they can go on there, network, maybe find some jobs. And I'm going to have some mental health things on there as well to help out. And I'm on that app. They can get a hold of me,
Okay.
and I'll help in any way that I can.
Super nice of you, Bob. Thank you.